Good evening, everyone. It is week 5 of season 7 of the SFLm. Welcome to the late night slot, and thank you for joining us in this very fine evening. Tonight's matchup features the Lincoln Rattlesnakes visiting the Ottawa Cavalry. Lincoln look to stay on track and keep up in the playoff race as they are only one game behind the second and third place Annapolis and Madison. Meanwhile, Ottawa, who are looking for their first win this season, are actually still alive in the playoff race. Joining me tonight, we have Mickey Melillo as my analyst. We also have Cameron Irvine in the production booth pushing all the buttons. Mickey, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well, Mark. There's going to be an interesting game here tonight. We got the rushing touchdown leader in the SFL right now, Logan Lee, going up against Tyreek McCall, who's currently third in passing yardage right now. So this is going to be a very interesting air versus land battle with these two teams.
Absolutely interesting for many reasons. One being the matchup, differing play styles, and of course, interesting to see who will get the win in this game. Can Ottawa find their first win at home and all season, or will Lincoln be able to keep up with all the top teams? We will find out. The ball is about to be kicked off. Ottawa kicks the ball away. Lincoln will receive the ball inside the 10, all the way and brought down to the 23-yard line. This is where the Lincoln Rattlesnakes offense will begin. We will introduce you to their offense as we see Kenny Slider, a quarterback for the Lincoln Rattlesnakes, leading the team. They have Logan Lee. Mickey, you mentioned he is the superstar halfback for the Rattlesnakes. John Fullerton, Caleb Giffis, Timothy Mosum King are the wide receivers. Chris Arthur and Navonte Richardson are the tight ends. And they have the kicker, Hudson James. First and 10 in the 23-yard line. Under center, Kenny Slider looks to pass, looks in the middle, and completes a pass. Good start for this drive.
That was a great catch there by Mosin King. Came over the middle, great route from the outside. Did look like there were two receivers there, so I wasn't sure what the other receiver was doing. It looked like a little bit of a button hook. But just a great job just to get Lincoln on the roll, getting a first down on the first play to the 35.
And an I formation with Logan Lee dotting the I. We'll see how he can impact this game. He has been very solid as a scoring option for them. The ball is handed off to him, and look at Logan Lee go. He gets 8 yards and is brought down at the 43-yard line.
A great job by Logan Lee. It was something he does all season long. Just grabs the ball, keeps his legs moving, picking up the yardage. Great job on first down to pick up 8 to make this second and short.
And here come the Lincoln offense, second and 2. Looking to pass, looks to the right side and finds the man as Kenny Slider makes the second connection of the evening.
And it was a great job by Slider finding their tight end, Navonte Richardson, right there. Just a short little route right there, but it was just enough to get them the first down. A new set of downs for them to keep on moving down the field. Lincoln's looking great so far in this first drive.
Looking good, and we'll see if they keep looking good as under center with a single back set. The handoff once again to Logan Lee. Logan Lee breaks one tackle, breaks another with 2 spin moves in a row, sheds 2 tackles, gets brought down, and sets up second and 3.
Logan Lee, again, doing everything he can do. Spin cycle number 1, spin cycle number 2, picking up 7 yards on first down. That is the reason why he is the rushing touchdown leader for Season 7 of the SFLm.
He has 6 rushing touchdowns despite actually getting hurt last week. He is still the leader in that statistic. And he is once again in the backfield in the double back set. He gets the ball once again for a pickup of nothing.
Looks like he may have gotten just 1 yard on that play. But still, look, 1 yard is still great. It's third and 2, third and short. I wouldn't be surprised if they call Logan Lee's number again here on this situation.
Now they have 3 backs in the backfield, 1 wide receiver to the right. And the handoff goes to Logan Lee again. He does not get the first down. It is 4th and inches.
That was a very close call. I would like to see Lincoln maybe throw the red flag there to get a replay from R62, but it looks like they're not. And there it is. It did look like Logan Lee may have actually passed a yard to gain, but let's see what R62 sees underneath the hood.
What do you think, Mickey? I thought it was really close, but with this referee challenge, we might get a better viewpoint. And here we can see it right here. Maybe not. This isn't even a better viewpoint, but maybe here. Oh, did the ball go over the line?
It looks like the ball may have crossed the plane, but it's up to the eyes of R62 right now to see what he sees.
R62 with a decision, and the decision is in favor of Michael's team. Ruling on the field is overturned. It is, in fact, a first down gained by Logan Lee. So good job on the offense. Credit to Dustin Kilbrew amongst those who could have forced a 4th and inches. Instead, the Rattlesnakes kept on rattling on in this drive. It's now 1st and 10, 43 yards away from the end zone. Here's the snap. What a pass to the middle. A slider finds another connection. He is still complete. He's still 100% this evening.
That was just a great job. Slider just being able to find his receiver. That was number 84, Caleb Walker, coming off the sideline to be able to pick up the first down there, pick up 12. Just putting them in great striking distance here for the Rattlesnakes.
Caleb Walker, not to be confused with wide receiver Caleb Giffis. Under center with one back in the backfield, looking to pass and throws to the middle as Slider once again finds another completion. This is a pickup of 7 yards. It is now 2nd and 3. That was to number 88 on that pass.
And number 88, that was backup tight end John Branson right there. Slider's just doing a great job. He's mixing up the play calls, air versus land here, even with Logan Lee, just keeping Ottawa's defense on their toes.
A 2nd and 3 in Ottawa's 25-yard line. That was an I formation, but Slider's looking to pass and look for his halfback, but number 98 with a deflection just bats the ball harmlessly to the ground. Great defensive effort by Ottawa.
Well, the great job by Buster Ramirez there, being able to see Slider, see where he was looking, just put his hand up to knock the ball down to make sure that it's a 3rd down play here, not a 1st and 10.
Solid start by this Rattlesnakes, but it is 3rd and 3. They completed their previous 3rd down to a Logan Lee handoff. This is an I formation, but looking to pass is Slider. It's Slider, his first incompletion. He aimed for the end zone, but what a defense by number 20, Kippa Jones.
Just a great job there. Slider had a right mindset right there. He hasn't really thrown anything down the field, but he went down the field on that one. Unfortunately, it was just great defense there for Ottawa there with Kippa Jones just in coverage. And now we get a chance to see Hudson James come out for this field goal. You know me, I love my kickers.
Not all teams in the SFLm have their star kickers. Hudson Jones is one of the few. He is the week 2 signing, and he is here to kick off the first field goal of the game. That field goal is no good. We are still scoreless, Mickey.
That's tough for Hudson James. I know that feeling way too well. Looks like he just pulled it a little bit to the right there. He definitely had the distance, but just didn't have it down the middle like he should have.
49 yards out and could not make it, as you mentioned, too far to the right. That will bring up Ottawa's offense to the field. They will start in their 32-yard line, which is a very good position for them. Here's the spread offense with the Tyreek McCall under center. Tyreek McCall looking to pass, looks in the middle, gets a first down, or almost a first down, as a 9-yard completion. Receiver, I believe that's Ryan Davis in the catch. Nope, that is number 43, Azami Mihata, two-way player from Motor City in the Major League.
Yeah, that was Azami Mihata, just that two-way player. He's just doing great here in the minors, and he just great job there picking up 9 yards for first down from McCall.
Another pass play, this time to the outside. This one secures him a first down, as a nice pocket just gave McCall a lot of time to complete that one.
Henry McGee on the catch there. Great little out route, just knows exactly where the yard to gain was. And he was able to get to that point and a few extra yards to make sure Ottawa continues this drive.
And you mentioned Mickey earlier in the broadcast. McCall the number 3 in terms of receiving or passing yards. Looking to pass a lot this game, as this is another spread offense with one back in the backfield. But it was handed off instead. Dwayne Salmons gets the handoff, but nothing doing for him as he falls to the ground. It is a loss of 3.
Great job there by Dimitri Monzuma, coming from the inside linebacker spot, just being able to avoid everybody. He was untouched as soon as he got to Dwayne Salmons there. So great job by him keeping an eye on where the ball was and getting that tackle for loss.
Trips bunch right as under shotgun is McCall. McCall looking to pass and looks to Dwayne Salmons' way. Another pass to him to the outside is nothing doing. In fact, another tackle for loss, 4-yard loss this time, and this portion of their drive is not looking too good, Mickey.
No, it's not looking good whatsoever. Ottawa looked good in that first series, but now this second series, they just haven't gotten the ball past the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and long here. This is definitely a passing situation, so let's see what the number 3 in passing yards quarterback can do.
They do put a tight end for protection, as McCall is under center, looks to pass, but this pass is way short from the first down. That was only a 6-yard gain with 11 yards to go for a first down, and they will have to settle for a punt in their first drive.
I'm not sure what Ottawa was thinking with that play call there. I know Mihade is that two-way player, but you got 17 yards to go. You've got to toss it at least 15 and hope to get the extra 2.
And with the extra protection, you'd think, and McCall would wait for the plays to develop. This ball is punted and will be picked up and stopped in the 19-yard line, as that is where Lincoln will start. If you're new to the SFLm, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website www.simulation.net. That's the website, and that's the SFL. It's football for everyone. You know what's not for everyone? A big hit like that, as the ball handed off, only picks up 2 yards by Logan Lee.
And that's probably one of the least amount of yards that Logan Lee has picked up so far. Granted, we're only halfway through the first quarter, but it's not often you see Logan Lee with just a 2-yard gain.
That is true, although his expertise mostly has been in the scoring department. He will get another handoff here, and look at him go. He finds an opening to the right, gets the first down after about a 9-10 yard gain. Logan Lee sets his team up with a lot of first downs already in the first quarter.
And what a move there by Logan Lee. He just planted his foot, took a step to the right to get away from those defenders to be able to pick up that first down there for Lincoln. Just a great run by Logan Lee there.
Pro set with Kenny Slider under center. Slider looking to pass, looks to his left, finds his man, and gets the first down. Good job by John Fullerton on that play. By the way, that's the play, I guess, of the day so far. What a pass.
Oh, what a great job. John Fullerton, a two-way player out of Fort Worth, have the wherewithal just to be able to turn upfield. Most minor league players will actually just continue to run out of bounds. But John Fullerton, with his experience in the majors, knew to turn upfield, and because of that, Lincoln was able to pick up that 15-yard gain.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10 at Lincoln's 48-yard line. Heavy set, looks to pass, finds his man, and a short pass. The dump off was to number 81, Timothy Mosimking. Or number 21, actually, Logan Lee gets the dump off.
Logan Lee with that little swing route out of the backfield, doing what he does best, putting his hands on the ball and running upfield. Another 8 yards for Logan Lee.
So Logan Lee now contributing on the run play and then that play on the pass play, as this is another heavy set with Logan Lee alone in the backfield. But Slider is looking to pass, and Slider finds a man. The catch could not be brought down. Well defended by Ottawa.
Dusty Killebrew there on on coverage and just a great job. Was able to hit the receiver right as the ball was getting to him, and the receiver had no chance to be able to secure the ball for the catch.
Yeah, and Slider had a chance there, could not get his man to complete it. There are two receivers to the right, two backfield players. A handoff. This time, it's a first down. He's brought down by number 42 and number 21. Let's introduce you to Ottawa Cavalry's defense. Number 55, that's a defensive tackle, Ralph Leopold. Linebackers are Tommy Welbrook, Busse, Dusty Kilbrew, Logan Thronberg. Corners are Kippa Jones and Roy Towers. Safeties, Devontae Moore and Matt Ryan are the free safeties. JJ Winfield is a strong safety. Single back said no wide receivers. Here comes Slider, passes off to Logan Lee to the outside, but that is a tackle for a loss. How many times have we seen tackle for losses on Logan Lee, Mike?
Not many. Usually you will only see them when he's going out on those swing pass routes, but it's very few and far between. It's not often you see him with a negative yardage on any play.
Yeah, we saw that a lot on Ottawa side when there was one of these swing passes. Another handoff to Logan Lee. It is 2nd and 12, but Logan Lee covers a lot of those yards lost. He picks up 8 for their team, sets up 3rd and 4.
And there you see the stat on the screen, 46 yards on 8 carries so far for Logan Lee. He is averaging more than 5 yards a carry. That is a fantastic average for any running back, not only in the minors, but even in the majors as well.
Absolutely. Single back set, 2 wide receivers, 1 on each side. But Slider once again looking to pass. Is this catch good? No, they will say it is out of bounds, as number 11, John Fullerton, could not haul the ball in time for the first down. Looks like there is no complaints from either side, and they will look to punt this. They are in Ottawa 30, no, not punt it, to kick the field goal. This is at the exact same point, Mickey.
It's going to be another 49-yard field goal. Let's see if Hudson James could turn around, shake the cobwebs, put that missed field goal in the pass, and get the 3 on the board for this one.
Taking their time here, but here's the snap, a little high. There's the kick. Is it good? It is 49-yard field goal, and Hudson James comes back for his redemption kick, puts points on the board.
Great job by Hudson James right there. Sometimes those missed field goals could just get into the psyche of any kicker. He didn't have the length like he did on the past one, but he did his job in putting it through the uprights there. And again, 3 points on the board. 3 is better than 0 in any game.
What a solid drive by Lincoln as well, as they utilized passing game, mixed it up with Logan Lee's running game, as he got a couple of first downs for them. And now they will kick it off back to Ottawa. Their second chance for a score. Ottawa will bring it up all the way to the number 29, and that is where they will start previous drive. They started in the 32-yard line, Mickey, and that drive did not go much far.
No, it did not. Ottawa's got to turn around and find a way to be able to get the ball past the line of scrimmage. The only 2 plays that they really produced was both to Mihata, and that might be what McCall has to do here, is focus on his receivers and stay away from the running backs.
Well, here they go with a single back set, 2 wide receivers in the left, 1 to the right. Taking his time and looks to the middle. He tried to target Darcus Iniguez. By the way, we are going to introduce you to Ottawa's offense. Tyreek McCall is your quarterback. Dwayne Salmons is your halfback. Henry McGee, Ryan Davis, and the target earlier, Darcus Iniguez, are the wide receivers. Azami Mihara and Abad Ruiz II are your tight ends. And your tackle is Ray Arnold. It is 2nd and 10. After that incompletion, they are in their 29-yard line with spread offense, single back in the backfield. Eric McCall will hand it off to Dwayne Salmons. Dwayne Salmons, solid effort, picks up 6 for them.
A great job by Salmons. He will end up seeing that hole around the end and just put his head down, pick up 6 yards, making this more of a 3rd and manageable than a 3rd and long here. Let's see if Ottawa could get a first down.
Just 1 second difference between play clock and game clock, as Dwayne Salmons is alone once again in the backfield. Tyreek McCall under center. This time he looks to pass. Look at the outside pass. What an out route, and that is good for a first down. They did not go out of bounds. This will go to the end of the first quarter, 3-2-1, and that is the end of the first quarter. Lincoln, 2 solid drives. They are able to muster up 3 points, but here come Ottawa with their offense. Mickey, how was the first quarter so far?
Well, the first quarter was up and down for both teams. Rattlesnakes are looking good moving the ball. Cavalry was having a little bit of trouble with their first drive, but they're looking pretty good right now. I'd like to see what Ottawa could do in this second quarter.
Ottawa using Azami Mihara to great success in their first drive, finding the mismatches. He has yet to get a catch in this drive. Spread offense with Sammons in the backfield. He gets the handoff once again, but look at that, another great tackle by the Lincoln Rattlesnakes defense.
And the Rattlesnakes front four is looking awesome right now for anything that's on the ground. With the exception of one play by Sammons, the Rattlesnakes defensive line is doing their job.
They're doing their job and more, as they got to Sammons several times behind the line of scrimmage earlier. Another handoff to Sammons, and look at that. Even before anything could take place much for Sammons, a defender in the backfield gets to him. That is number 56 linebacker, Dimitri Manzuma.
And that's the second time Manzuma has been in on a play. He had that great coverage before, and now he's getting to Sammons for another no-yard gain.
Manzuma is returning from last season, so a quote-unquote veteran of the team. This pass is good down the middle as McCall completes about a 15-yard pass. And what a play. They keep moving down the field, Mickey.
Oh, and well, you said my name, and that was a Mick to a Mick. That was McCall to McGee right there. And that was just a great pass. McGee was wide open over the middle of the defense. It looks like the Rattlesnakes were in a little bit of a zone, and McGee was able to find that hole in the zone to be able to pick up that first down.
Finally, the Cavalry are charging through and charging forward. Been a while since they got a first down and moved the chains. The handoff to Sammons is good for 3 yards before being tackled. Solid run by him this time. Probably going to be one of his better runs, as he's been stopped at the line of scrimmage several times.
Oh, that's a great job there by Sammons. Not too much on the yardage right there. Picked up 2, but 2 is better than nothing, especially when we're this far over the midfield.
Absolutely. Here they go again with their spread offense, and Sammons once again alone in the backfield. He gets the handoff again. Rattlesnakes will say, we've seen this story too many times. This won't fool us anytime soon.
Like I mentioned before, that Rattlesnake front four is doing their job. And as you mentioned, they're doing more by being able to get negative yardage with the Cavalry offense. And they're doing it again. A 3rd and long situation right here. This is definitely time to pass.
They are not even in field goal range, so they will look to pass. And McCall looks deep. McCall could not find his man. That was well covered. Mickey pretty much close to an interception as well. But credit to the Rattlesnakes coverage, just keeping all that pressure. And let's see. Ooh, that was close to an interception on that replay. Mickey, what did you see?
Oh, no, absolutely exactly what you saw. It was great coverage there by Lincoln. And Cavalry got their hands on the ball, but the Rattlesnakes hit him as the ball touched his hands, and it was their job that made sure that it was an incompletion. And Cavalry was lucky it wasn't an interception.
Fortunately for Ottawa, they did not even come close to the field goal range, stopping at Lincoln's 41-yard line. We'll see if they can punt. Well, they do. They do pin Lincoln in their 12-yard line, and that is where they will force Lincoln to start. Visit the all-new league website presented by Football Shift at simulationfl.net, featuring all the league highlights, photo galleries, playoff and minor league stats and leaderboards, community content, and so much more. The all-new league website is at simulationfl.net. Here is the first play of the 3rd drive for Lincoln. That was a single back set, but look at that, taking his time. And that time rewarded them for 4 yards as Kenny Slider finds a short pass down the middle.
Well, Kenny Slider there doing something that most quarterbacks don't do. He sidearmed that ball. It was to number 83, Chris Alther. I'm sorry, Chris, if I murdered your last name, I know how it feels. But was able to pick up 4 yards there to get them a little bit further away from their own end zone.
2nd and 6, 7 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the second quarter. And wow, what a pass down the middle. Another sidearm, I believe, that looked like. And this picks up a first down for them. Good catch by Chris Arthur once again.
Just back to Alpha right there. Just doing a great job coming from the down position, coming over the middle. He knew he was going to get hit, and he took a shot there by number 27 J.J. Winfield, the strong safety coming up for that tackle.
I mean, Arthur, credit to him. The chemistry he's building in just 2 weeks with the team he was just a week for signing. Slider looking to pass once again, but this pass is intercepted. Will it go to the end zone? He's at the 5. It is. What a pick six out of nowhere, and Ottawa turns the tables in a split second.
Big catch, big house call for number 21, free safety Devontae Moore, coming up and jumping the route. Only had 20 yards to run, but that's what he ran. He picked up 6 points for this Cavalry team that desperately needs this win.
He is only, quote unquote, 6'2", but he rose the ladder, picked that off, and boy, Ottawa, you know, if they really needed to keep up with the race, this was the game to turn it on, and sure, the defense turned it on in that one, and this extra point, ball is snapped, ball is kicked and good, and man, you'd think with Lincoln on that drive looking to, you know, keep a stranglehold on the game, instead, Ottawa flips the script.
And maybe that's the turning point that the Cavalry need. Their offense wasn't getting the job done, but they needed something to put points on the board. And what happened? Their defense said, we'll take over for right now. Now it's time for you guys to do the same on your side of the ball. The great job there by Moore. Pick six, 7-3 now with halfway through the second quarter left.
Great stuff by the defense. Lincoln once again will be on the field. The kickoff was returned all the way to the 26-yard line, and they have 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the half to come up with more points on the board. The score is still 3-6. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, the Lincoln Rattlesnakes looking to keep up in the playoff race. 2 of the 3-1 teams in the season earlier before this week have fallen in the earlier time slots, so Lincoln, this is their time to keep up with them. Slider, once again, the step back, the pass down the middle is actually not caught.
No, that was well into traffic right there. I'm not sure what Slider saw there, but the coverage right there on that receiver, they had 1, 2, 3 Cavalry right there. The Cavalry was there for the Cavalry, and that was just an ill-timed and ill-thought pass right there for Slider.
Yeah, everyone was there. Tommy Walbrook Busse was there. Number 21, Devontae Moore, once again. He had the pick six, but he was also there once again with the coverage. And man, this Ottawa defense is turning up the heat. Here come the Rattlesnakes and their single back offense. As we said, looking to pass his Slider once again. Here comes the swing pass. Oh! That could have been an interception as Logan Lee bobbled the ball, and number 41 could have taken it away from him.
And that's not something you see about Logan Lee. Not only was it a swing pass to him, but he was well beyond the line of scrimmage. He doesn't do that often, but he also doesn't bobble the ball. That was very dangerous for Lincoln there. Glad that it hit the ground so they get one more chance in this drive to get a first down.
If that was intercepted too, there was just nobody in front of Walbrook Busse, and that could have been another pick six. Here comes Kenny Slider looking for another pass. It's deep. It's good. Oh my goodness. Slider turns up the switch and finds Mosim King in Ottawa's 47-yard line.
What a great job by Slider, being able to see Mosim King pretty much right from the get-go. Wide open there, running the seam on the sideline, and a great job by Mosim King to make sure he gets his feet in bounds and hold on to the ball to pick it up to the Ottawa 47-yard line.
J.J. Winfield was credited with the tackle, as J.J. Winfield was miles away, allowed that opening by Mosim King. Slider once again throws, this time to the left on an out route, picks up 9 yards, sets up 2nd and 1.
With a great route running there for for the Rattlesnakes. Number 11, John Fullerton, once again the two-way player out of Fort Worth, just doing his job, picking up yardage. 9 yards, second and short here. Very manageable. Look to Logan Lee here to pick up that first down.
And they are in formation to potentially hand it off, but no, instead, looking to pass and looking down the middle. Oh, in his outstretched arms, gets the ball and another completion from Kenny Slider.
Number 88 on a catch, backup tight end John Branson. Just a great job coming over the middle, holding on to the ball. You don't see many tight ends coming from the down position, especially as a backup, and being able to catch the ball like Branson just did there. But just a great job putting them in striking distance of that end zone to put 6 on the board for their first touchdown of the game.
Well, here comes the I formation. Logan Lee potentially getting the handoff. Yep, there he goes. And he gets a handoff. A spin move. Breaks a tackle. He's in the 5. He's in the end zone. Wow, what happened? Where did the time go? It's a touchdown.
Well, call Maytag because that spin cycle's on overdrive. Logan Lee with a great job breaking one tackle, making a spin move, running the 27 yards into the end zone, putting Lincoln up potentially by 3 pending the extra point.
As fast as the pick six earlier put Ottawa ahead, Lincoln take the lead back. They basically end this drive with a great run by Logan Lee. Man, he has been incredible this drive. He's been incredible all game. This extra point is snapped, kicked, and is good. There you go. As you mentioned, 3 points up, 10-7. Lincoln leads with 5 minutes, 41 seconds to go.
And that's number 7 on this season now for Logan Lee, just expanding his rushing touchdown lead by 1 more after that touchdown.
Incredible stuff by them. Lincoln, once again, will kick the ball off. They have been kicking the ball off many times, scare off their scoring, as Ottawa picks the ball up inside the 5. This return will be all the way to their 25-yard line. Ottawa's offense back on the field. They have not been on the field much either because they punt the ball or their defense bails them out for the pick 6 earlier in the game. Speaking of defense, we have not yet introduced you to the Lincoln Rattlesnakes defense. The defensive ends, Brookie Burr and Anthony Robertson. The linebackers are Dimitri Monzuma, Jason Clay. Corners are Zachary Hamburger and Antoine Joe. And safeties are Tino Sosa, Vermont Brothers, and Luke Swift. This play, first play of this drive, is good for 6 yards, sets up 2nd and 4.
And that's something we haven't seen from Salmons yet all game. A run up the gut, being able to pick up 6. 2nd and 4 here for the Cavalry. Just a great job being able to overcome that touchdown and try and drive the ball.
Yes, Salmons has been stopped usually at the line of scrimmage, if not for loss. So that was one of his better runs. He is once again alone in the backfield, but looking for a pass this time. Ooh, this time it's Ottawa, or Lincoln with the interception, and that pass was questionable from McCall.
Very questionable by McCall. That hit the receiver right on the hands, but Antoine Joe was right there to be in the right place at the right time for the tip, catch the ball, and be able to intercept it and get it to the 35.
Yeah, there were questions before this game about Ottawa's offense, despite McCall being the 3rd in terms of receiving yards. He has 6 interceptions through 4 games, and even last week had 2 interceptions, and now his 7th interception was that one, unfortunately for them, which means Lincoln is back in the field. Momentum is all on them as this pass from Slider is no good. That was a short pass to number 81, which did not get for any yards.
And that was Mr. Timothy Mosenking right there. He had his hands on the ball. It looks like he had it there for a second and just couldn't hang on to it once he got hit by the defense.
Yeah, with all these passing and drops and deflections, everyone's scared for an interception. Everyone's on the edge of their seat. Here come Lincoln. Slider looks to pass. He throws to the outside to his right, and that is good for 5 yards. The SFL convention is coming to Cincinnati, Ohio, July 28th to 30th for Season 21 kickoff weekend. For room reservation details and the weekend's schedule, see the hashtag Convention Alerts channel in the SFL Discord server. Rooms are going fast and some have already sold out. Reserve your special group rate today. See you there. Oh, look, here goes Logan Lee. He gets another first down and he just drags several defenders along with him.
Great job by Logan Lee. Once again, getting the ball, keeping his legs moving. 1 tackle, 2 tackles. Didn't quite break that one, but he did drag the defender for a few yards to be able to pick up that first down.
Still showing signs of his great performance in the previous drive. So good stuff from Logan Lee. Once again, the I formation looking for their running game. However, Slider looks to pass instead. That pass to the outside looked like it was out of bounds as Timothy Mosum King was already no longer inbounds as he gets the catch. Unfortunate for them, 2nd and 10 with 4 minutes to go.
And Mosum King just didn't know where the sideline was there. He was at least 2 to 3 yards out of bounds by the time Slider threw the ball. He's got to be aware of where that sideline is to be able to pick up yards.
2nd and 10 as Slider once again looking to pass out of the I formation, but another bobble by Logan Lee. Oh my goodness, that's his 2nd in this game, Mickey.
Logan Lee is even mad at himself. That hit him right in his hands. Nobody was around him. He was untouched. He just couldn't catch that ball.
It wasn't even like a hard throw. It was a throw for only about 5 feet away from quarterback to receiver. So they will go with 3rd and 10 with their spread offense. Slider will look to pass here. Here's the snap. Drops back a few steps and gets his man. Wow! That was caught. Was that a one-handed catch? I did not quite see it, but Caleb Giffis comes down with the catch.
What a catch by Giffis. He just went up in the air. Just looked like he might have used the defender to get a little bit more airtime. Nope, he was all by himself. He caught that ball, looked right over his shoulder at the right time to be able to make this 1st and goal on the 4-yard line.
And he hang on to that ball. That hit looked a little nasty. It was to his backside as well, midsection. And now they are in the 1st and goal 4-yard line. And look at this swing pass. Oh, it's intercepted. Oh, there's green space in front of him. Oh no, number 51 is got away. This Dusty Killebrew with an interception. He's in the 40, 30, 20. There he goes. Pick 6, number 2 for Ottawa. Mickey, what's going on?
96-yard house call. Mr. Killebrew right there, just turning on the speed. You usually don't see that from a linebacker right there, but he came from the outside, picked it off, rumbled and bumbled down the field. Looked like he might have been caught at one point, but no, he said, I've got my eyes on 6 points, and I'm gonna take it, and that's what he did. Great job by the Cavalry defense right now to keep them in this game.
Yeah, and as soon as that ball was picked off, you already see it was pick 6 written all over it, as it was only the offensive lineman chasing after him. Wow, so far the defense is outscoring Lincoln's offense 13-10 with this extra point pending. Could be 14-10. Ladies and gentlemen, what a crazy game we are having tonight. Thank you everyone for joining us on YouTube. This extra point is snapped and picked. What a defensive showing by Ottawa.
Oh, great job. I'm going to call that play the Dust Buster, because Dusty Killebrew right there just busted the lead wide open to give it back to Ottawa.
We might get many more Dust Buster plays as Killebrew. You know, we've been calling his name a lot besides that pick 6, Mickey, and he has been an incredible impact player for this Ottawa defense. Now they're kicking the ball back to Lincoln. Ball is picked up at the 10-yard line, returned all the way and tackled down at the 28-yard line. And Lincoln, they were able to answer back from their previous pick 6 and Slider. You know, a mark of a good quarterback usually after an interception, you know, sometimes you want to have short-term memory loss and forget about it, come back stronger. They did look stronger after their first pick 6. Can they keep it up? This is another 1st and 10 in an I formation. Another hand up to Logan Lee. Logan Lee. Oh, he was tackled by 2 people. If he broke that, there was nobody left to stop him.
Logan Lee right there, 2 defenders hanging all over him. He was still able to pick up an extra 2 or 3 yards there. Just a great job by the strong running back there to be able to get as close to the first down marker as absolutely possible.
Still dominating was Logan Lee, 91 yards in the evening, as you saw in his stat there at the bottom of the screen. Oh, another broken tackle, and oh my goodness, Logan Lee is just having his way with these defenders.
He just likes to do the spin move. He has spun on every big play that he has, and it worked every single time. Getting the ball, just spinning around defender number 41 right there, Tommy Welbrook-Bousset, and just picking up the first down. Great job by Logan Lee right there.
Practically slithering through the offense as the rattlesnake that he is. He is once again in the backfield by himself in the heavy set. Swing passes to Logan Lee, this time not bobbled. He gets a block, but he can only get 4 yards for his team. Sets up 2nd and 6.
Well, after Logan Lee bobbled 2 back-to-back passes thrown in his direction, it's a great job seeing that he caught the ball to pick up yardage.
That is a 2-minute warning. Ladies and gentlemen, the score is 10-14. If you're wondering how has Ottawa's offense been doing, well, I will tell you they have scored 0 points. All 14 have come off of defensive scores, and Lincoln are looking to answer back after the second pick 6. Kenny Slider will be under center in the I formation. Another handoff to Logan Lee, who else he has been doing well so far, and speaking of doing well, he sets up 3rd and inches for Lincoln.
Logan Lee, once again, he's just finding those holes, knowing where to run the ball. He's been in the minors for a few years. Don't be surprised if he's a high draft pick coming up in July. Being able to get his team right to the edge of another first down.
Here comes Logan Lee again with the another handoff. That 3rd and inches was nothing to him as he gets first down for his team. It's Ottawa 42, or they're in Ottawa's 42-yard line with 1 minute 20 seconds to go in the game, or in the half.
Now Lincoln's going to have to turn on the afterburners right here if they want to try to get in the end zone before the half. Ottawa is going to get the ball in the second half kickoff.
They do have their 3 timeouts. Logan Lee will get another handoff, but this time he gets tackled for no gain, and they are now going to their no-huddle offense. They are in their single back formation. This time Logan Lee finds 1 yard. It looked like he had something on the edge, but this linebacker crew just got to him quick.
A great job by the linebacker right there, because Logan Lee, he had daylight all in front of him. If it wasn't for Killebrew, I think that Logan Lee may have picked up at least 15 yards on that last rush.
Yeah, Killebrew is not busting scoring leads. He's busting Logan Lee's body, basically, as here comes Slider looking for a pass. He looks deep, and wow, how was that ball caught? He just climbed the ladder. Slider finds his men deep for a 21-yard gain. They are now in Ottawa's 21-yard line. 38 seconds to go. Still in the air. Oh, is this an interception? The ball was batted away, but it falls harmlessly to the ground there. Their no-huddle offense, they thought they had something, but the defense of Ottawa held strong.
And just a great job there. J.J. Winfield almost with the interception there. It gives, what that does with that incompletion, it gives Lincoln a chance to huddle up and talk about this play. They've only got 35 seconds left to get in the end zone.
That is true, but they are already in 21-yard line, field goal range for Hudson James. Here comes Slider once again with this drop back, dumps it off to Logan Lee. He doesn't get much as Lincoln will use another timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining in this first half, 30 seconds to go at Ottawa's 19-yard line. How do you think they will secure points here, Milolo?
I really think they've got to throw the ball. They got to get 8 yards here. If they want to take the lead going into the half, they got to get in the end zone. 3 points will still keep them back by 1. And again, Ottawa's getting the ball in the second half.
And that's their spread offense. Slider looked to pass. He gets his man. Is this a completion for a first down? No. The referees will say it's 4th and inches. To me, it did look like it was behind the line of first down. What do you think, Mick?
Yeah, I think he was just shy of the first down marker, so I kind of agree with the Zebras on the field with this one. It looks like Lincoln's gonna settle for 3 here going into the end of this first half.
Hudson James missed one field goal and made his second shot, both at 49 yards away. This one is much closer, almost a chip shot. 28 yards, 6 seconds in the play clock. Ball is snapped, ball is kicked, and kick is good. 13-14 as Lincoln Rattlesnakes will cut the lead to 1. This drive looked promising, but the time pressure of the end of the half basically did not afford them much.
Yeah, the 2-minute warning kind of killed them. They tried to keep the pressure on with the no huddle offense, but some of those plays just weren't working, and the clock was ticking down.
And with 20 seconds to go, they will kick it off back to Ottawa, who will barely have anything left on the clock for the first half. This ball is picked up and returned all the way to their 24-yard line. Well, what an interesting game we have, and if you're liking the game so far, well, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football than the SFL. Don't miss a minute of the SFL or SFLm action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership. Ottawa offense, the pass to the outside is good, as Salmons will get a swing pass for a 6-yard gain, and this will take them all the way to the end of the first half. That is the first half of play here at the Lincoln Rattlesnakes versus Ottawa Cavalry matchup. And what a first half it has been, Mickey. What have been your highlights of this game so far?
Well, it's the Logan Lee show versus the Ottawa defense show. Logan Lee has been running all over. As you see, the Rattlesnakes right now have 111 yards, and if not everyone, most of them came from the feet of Logan Lee. And if it wasn't for Ottawa's defense with 2 pick six, one of them being a 96-yard pick six by Killebrew, Ottawa would have nothing on the board. So it'll be interesting to see in the second half how Ottawa's offense can get them rolling so they can put more points on the board, and how Lincoln's offense can stop putting the ball in Ottawa's hands.
100%. That interestingly, that number 96-yard return by Killebrew almost matches the total offensive yards of Ottawa so far in the first half. I think if I saw that summary earlier, it's around 94 total yards, so not a lot of total yards by Ottawa. To your point, this defense has been stellar. They have been on Slider's number several times in the evening. You saw right there, that's Logan Lee's one of his highlights as he comes in with his the only touchdown of Lincoln so far. This is one of the interceptions that Lincoln had looking to turn the tides and the momentum. And that was the thing. Many times Lincoln had the chance to return the tides, but Ottawa, just like in display on our screen right now, just turned it right back. Pick six, 2 pick sixes in a row. And to your point, Mickey, question is, how can Slider and I guess the coaching crew protect the ball for the second half?
That's going to be up to Mike All and his coaching staff to see what they can do. Slider's been pretty good all game. He's just had 2 mistakes, and those 2 mistakes cost him 14 points.
Well, this duo of Kenny Slider and Logan Lee, both returning from last season, the chemistry between the two of them, built across multiple seasons of play with the Rattlesnakes. And they will look to build off of that chemistry as Lincoln will kick the ball off to Ottawa. Ottawa will start the second half. They will bring back this kickoff all the way to their 26-yard line. In terms of kickoff returns, no team so far has been, I guess, exceptional on that part of the game. Both teams, I guess, equal. And the best starting position by either team has been when the very first punt of Ottawa afforded Lincoln a start in the 32-yard line. But Ottawa's on the field this time. Spread offense. Here comes McCall looks deep. Oh, that ball was patted away by number 48. Was incredible coverage by Vernon Brothers. That could have easily been an interception as well.
A great coverage there by Brothers, just was stride for stride with the receiver and watched the ball, and as soon as it came down, he jumped up and knocked it out of the way. Just a great job, because that could have been a huge play for the first play of the second half for the Cavalry.
And Ottawa, will see what kind of adjustments they have had out of the locker room, out of halftime. Here comes McCall. Throws to the outside this time. His swing pass is only good for 3 yards. As Dwayne Simmons, or you see McCall's numbers right here, only 47 yards and 1 interception. That 1 interception nagging at him, probably, on his mental psyche, forcing him to not throw a lot.
No, absolutely. And that 1 interception came late in the first half, and that was the drive in which Lincoln couldn't get in. They had to settle for 3.
3rd and long on the spread offense. McCall tried to look for his man, but number 19, Darius Iniguas, could not come away with a pass.
And that was just a great look by McCall for Iniguas. I hope I'm saying your last name right too, sir. But it was a great look, a great thought to be able to pick up the first down. He just couldn't reel it in there.
No fly zone, as our viewers in chat likes to call it. Lincoln definitely did not allow any good passes to occur there. This punt a little high on the snap, as that was also almost blocked. Here come Ottawa returning Lincoln all the way to the 35-yard line. Boy, is this a mirror of the very first quarter, where the first drive, Ottawa had to punt after almost no gain, and Lincoln starting beyond their 35-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely. With that punt, that was just great coverage there by the Cavalry special teams. Be able to make sure that the returner had no yards picked up.
Here come Lincoln back in the field. A slider trying to engineer another scoring drive, but who is a better engineer? It's Logan Lee, as he picks up 25 yards for his team.
Once again, the Logan Lee show is coming out from intermission and just proving why he's one of the top running backs in the minor leagues. Picking up the ball, finding the hole, went untouched until he was brought down to the turf. Great job by Logan Lee there to pick up 25 yards.
I mean, it's so hard to guard this man. He can slither down the middle with his spin moves. And right there, we saw him burst to the edge and the outside and find an open lane. Will he go on the inside? Will he go on the outside? He seems unstoppable either way. This time, Slider will look to pass. As he drops back, here comes the sack, and it gets home. Slider gets hit, the first sack of the evening. He gets brought down for a 6-yard loss.
Buster Ramirez coming in from the defensive end slot, coming in and just busting through the offensive lineman to be able to get the slider. Like you said, Mark, first sack of the game there, and that was for Ottawa. Big sack there for them.
It is still the Ottawa defense show, as another defensive play was there. Slider throws to the left, tries to gain some of those yards back. Sets up 3rd and 7, as his pass to number 87, Navante Richardson, is good.
And Navante Richardson had a great idea there. He was able to catch the ball and keep himself in bounds. He tried to make a spin move to the inside, but there just happened to be another defender there to be able to lock him up and bring him to the turf.
9 minutes to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 7 in Ottawa's 37-yard line. Not quite field goal range. Shotgun formation this time with Logan Lee right next to Slider. And here comes Slider. Throws to the right side, and what a spin move. Makes a man miss. And here comes Lincoln once again. They are now in Ottawa's 22-yard line, as another completion sets them up for a first down.
And that was Timothy Mossam King right there. Just a great... They called it in the chat. They wanted to see a little bit of his action. He showed some action there. Great catch, great spin move, picks up the first down.
That outside route by Mossam King has been his bread and butter so far. But another interception. This time, this interception did not go for a pick six, but Mickey, what a great defense that was. Care off of a deflection.
Just once again, right place, right time for J.J. Winfield there. Able to pick up the interception. Great idea by Lincoln going for the end zone. But unfortunately, their receivers are just unable to get the ball and put it in their hands with those deep passing that's resulting in these interceptions for Slider.
And many of these interceptions, 2 of the 3 interceptions came in the red zone. So Ottawa's red zone defense has been stellar so far. Here comes Ottawa's offense. Here comes the pass. The pass is deep. Will this be brought down for another pick six the other way? No. Brothers deflected the ball as Tyreek McCall tried to make up for a lot of yards, but nothing could be happened. Nothing could be generated.
Every time I see Mr. Number 48 out there, I just think of Hulk Hogan, brother. But yeah, he had his hands on the ball. That was an interception all the way. He just couldn't control it for the pick.
Ottawa once again looking to pass. This time the pass is down the middle, not deep, but good anyways. As number 43 Azami Mihara, another completion for him, setting up for 3rd and short this time.
Zachary Hamburger there on the tackle, and it's just a great job to be able to get in front of Mihara to make sure that he did not get a first down.
Spread offense from Tyreek McCall. They really like this formation, but not very successful out of this formation. But this time, speaking of completion or success, this play was a success as McCall finds his receiver, picks a first down. They are now in their 33-yard line.
Iniguez there turns around, just finds a hole in that defense. Everybody else was covered well and found the one open receiver, and it took 3 snakes to slither over and bring him down.
The snake punts shall not end here, but Ottawa will have to end the Lincoln, offensive domination they have so far with their defense, but their offense needs to pick up the slack. Their offense does, as this pass to the outside to number 14, Henry McGee, is good for 8 yards.
And Henry McGee there, Tyreek McCall was very lucky to get that off. He got hit as he threw the ball. That's why it was a little bit off target that McGee had to come back for it, but just a great job by McGee to come back for the ball, to pick up 8 yards and not make it an incompletion.
Second and 2, 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Salmons gets the handoff. Salmons gets the first down and a bit more.
And Salmons there. That hole looked like it was closing in, but he just turned on the afterburners, make sure to get through there to pick up that first down. Great job by the running back right there to get his team moving down the field.
Moving down the field is Ottawa. They have not moved down the field much all evening. Here comes McCall. This time McCall looks deep, but no! The Lincoln defense picks him off for the second interception of the evening.
And Luke Swift right there. You see, he didn't move much. He was watching the quarterback's eyes. He just stood right in his spot and picked it up. He's the two-way player out of the Las Vegas Fury, and what a job by him to be able to get the ball back for Lincoln and stop this Ottawa drive.
Probably the shortest player on the field at that time at 5'11", but he played bigger than he was. Gets the interception, flips the field once again, and Lincoln back on the field. Momentum once again their side. Here's a swing pass to Logan Lee, and Logan Lee on that swing pass has been not very successful more often than not. This one was good for only 2 yards.
Ball was thrown a little bit behind Lee there. Kenny Slider just a few yards behind him. Logan Lee had to turn around to catch him. That probably stopped his momentum up the field.
Here they go at 2nd and 8 in their 44-yard line. And looking deep. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. That ball was deflected, and there were just 5 red uniforms, who were ready to pick the ball off, but nobody could bring the ball into their hands. It is not an interception. Man, an incompletion. That's a very dramatic incompletion, Mickey.
Oh, Slider was very lucky. As you said, Mark, there were so many red uniforms around that when that ball got tipped up. Slider's lucky to have another play right here.
Will he be lucky to convert on the first down, though? Because it's 3rd and 8, and he looks to his man. Will he get the first down here? Oh my god, he will. Wow, first the catch, had 3 yards to go, Mickey, and Timothy Mosem King just powers through for the first down.
Awesome King right there, doing his job. You said it. He had to power through to get that extra yard. He saw the first down marker, and he was like, "I've got to get there," and he did.
Man, 200 yards, but only a 43.7 rating. A little too tough to see, as out of the I formation comes a swing pass, not to Logan Lee, but is that the fullback who gets the swing pass? I believe so. That swing pass only gets 1 yard for Lincoln.
And John McCool is the fullback here for the Lincoln Rattlesnakes. Fullbacks aren't known for their yardage. They're more of a blocking back, but he picked up 1 yard there to get them closer to a first down and into at least field goal range.
Well, out of the single back formation, this is a swing pass to Logan Lee. Logan Lee tried to spin, but spins into a defender. Could only generate 3 yards out of that play.
This is going to be a tough call here for Lincoln. Do they rely on Logan Lee to get the few yards that they need to either get the first down and put them in field goal position? Or do they go through the air where Slider has been struggling with putting it into Ottawa's hands all game?
It looks like they will try to go in the air as nobody in the backfield and spread offense. Here comes Slider, but here's another member of the front four of Ottawa just getting home to him. Not a sack, but that hit resulted in the ball just falling to the ground.
We're going to probably see Mr. Hudson James again. Once again, 49 yards. He's already missed one from 49, made one from 49. Let's see if it's going to keep the same rotation or if he's going to break it and kick another one through the uprights.
Well, 3's a charm, and as the Rattlesnakes, if he makes this, will he be... Well, I'll hold that punt for later. We'll wait for this kick to be snapped. Kick is kicked, and the ball is good. Wow, okay, Hudson James, 3 times a charm for him, makes him the snake charmer of the evening as he puts the Lincoln Rattlesnakes up on the lead. We've seen so many lead changes between the defense and off of Hudson James's foot.
Mark, that was a good and bad pun both at the same time, but I like what you did there. But yeah, great job by Hudson James. Wound up being officially 48 yards, but it's good to see that he was able to forget about that first field goal and still kick 3 more field goals in this game.
He has been working hard so far in the evening. He has kicked 3 field goals total, the 1 extra point, and he is still powering through. Ottawa's offense will get the ball back and start in their 28-yard line. Have you ever wanted to be the play-by-play or analyst broadcaster like myself or Mickey on an SFL live game? Well, the SFL is looking for passionate SFL participants or viewers like you to join the team for the minor league season and ahead of season 21's kickoff. Please visit the website for more details on how you can get involved and get your voice on the call. This pass is deep, or not quite deep, but down the middle, but it's no good as Lincoln's defense just deflects the ball down.
Sosa right there, doing a great job. He had to run a distance to be able to deflect the ball, but thankfully he did because it looked like that might have been a completion for Ottawa. So good job, Tino.
Wow, and step by step with the receiver. Not quite step by step in the sense that he was there from the snap, but as that play developed and he read the route, he was there. Right place, right time, as you mentioned. And they force 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter in their own 28-yard line. Here comes McCall lining up in shotgun. He has trips to his left. McCall throws deep. Oh, and off of the trips, the post route could not turn into a catch, unfortunately for them.
Luke Swift, the two-way out of Las Vegas, once again on coverage there, doing his job, being able to break up that pass to make sure that this is a 3rd and long situation. As Mr. Sosa is saying right now in the chat, it looks like it's a no-fly zone for Ottawa right now.
And under center this time is McCall. Spread offense with single back, throws to the right. Pass is good, but that is far, far away from a first down. It's 4 yards away 4th and 4. The punter will see the field again, and once again, ladies and gentlemen, the defense is still the score leader, at least for Ottawa. 16-14.
Ottawa has to figure out a way to get their offense rolling. They have been nowhere in sight this whole game. Ottawa's offense, 84 yards total, I believe, so far. Or at least that's the passing yards for McCall. Well, the defense has more than that on one play for a pick six.
And this punt is a much better for Ottawa. Snap was good, protection for the punter was good. No Lincoln player near him, and they will have Lincoln start in their 34-yard line. So despite the solid punting unit from Ottawa, Lincoln will have once again another good start. They will start in their I formation, as Slider will once again try to set momentum for the team, and Slider will throw deep, and oh my goodness, how many times are we going to see deep passes just be deflected?
Seems like that's Slider's Achilles heel right now. Any pass over 10 yards, the receivers are just not bringing them in. Slider's doing his job and getting it to the receivers, and it's either Ottawa's defense is just stellar, or the receivers just can't hold on to the ball.
Well, if you can't have a receiver hold on to the ball, maybe hand it off to Logan Lee, who is alone in the backfield. No, it's not. It's a pass. It is a swing pass to him. He gets the ball anyway, but he gets a swing pass. And he gets brought down. This summer, you can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus and emulator for 4K 23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today at GoRetroid.com. That is GoRetroid.com. Search SFL. Or through the all-new league website at simulationfl.net. And another handoff to Logan Lee, and Logan Lee just keeps powering through. He's just enforcing his will in this Ottawa defense.
And Logan Lee, once again, he just followed his fullback right through the hole. That was a hole that a Mack truck could have driven through right there for Logan Lee. Picks up 6 yards and a first down for Lincoln.
This blocking scheme making life easier for Logan Lee. So that time, as you mentioned, didn't even need to use his bag of tricks. Slider will look to pass on this play. He had trips right. Oh, that pass out of the slants formation. Another drop by his receiver, Mossam King. Could not bring that ball down.
Mossam King had a little bit of company over there. Another rattlesnake was in the area. I'm not sure if who ran the wrong route, but too many receivers over there means a lot more defenders in the area too.
And pro set this time, they haven't called this formation quite much in this evening. Here comes Slider, passes to his left. This is a swing pass to, is that the fullback? It is, but wow. Look at him go for many, many yards, gets a first down, gets more than the first down, probably 5 more yards, and sets up a 1st and 10.
Mr. McCool right there is Joe Cool on that play. Picking it up, a little thrown behind him, but he was still able to maintain his composure, run up the field, and pick up 14 yards on that play.
Yeah, you know what happened, Mickey, was he heard you the first time where you said fullbacks don't get a lot of yards, and he's like, let me show this fool what's really up with fullbacks, and he gets a lot of yards for his team. And McCool, as you said, pretty much Joe Cool in that play. Slider really like what he sees, but no Joe Cool in the back right now. It is only Logan Lee in the backfield. He will get the handoff. And 1st and 10, he gets 3 yards, gets brought down by the defense, number 41, Tommy Welbrook, Busse.
And just that was a great job by Busse right there. Just being able to keep his eye on Logan Lee, which is something that Ottawa's defense has not been able to do all game. And being able to hold him to 3 yards. 3 yards may not seem like a lot, but when he's averaging over 5 yards a carry, that's a huge stop right there.
Trips right, not McCool, Slider looks to the middle instead. That's about a 1 yard gain out of that pass approximately, as Lee this time will get the dump off pass.
And Logan Lee was sliding from that pass from Slider, was thrown a little bit ahead of him, but great job to be able to pull it in.
It is 16-14. This game is still very close. Anyone's ball game, but Lincoln definitely has the momentum. Here comes Slider, a deep step back. Oh my goodness! He tries to find his man deep, but it's picked off. Picked off.
JJ Winfield, once again, we've called his name numerous times today, but he was right there, went up for it, grabbed it, and took it back for 10 yards. Once again, Slider, his Achilles heel, throwing the ball past 10 yards. 3 of his 4 interceptions so far, I believe he has 4 on the game, have been him going down the field. He's been very productive on anything on 5 to 10 yards, but when he has to throw it down the field, his accuracy is just all over the place.
JJ Winfield, interception number 2 for him. And he sets his team up in their 26-yard line. But, oh my, this Ottawa offense just could not make the